What's going on YouTube? It's Blood, Sweat, and Gears 87. I want to give you guys a quick little update on this food plot that I'm working on. Let me show you guys what I got going on. So if you've been following my page, you know I usually plant a little food plot of wheat and oats right here during deer season every year. So last year there was some more trees out here. There's a bunch of pines and stuff like that. So me and one of my cousins, we came out here and cut a bunch of those pine trees down, and then my uncle came back with a tractor and he actually pulled up the stumps for us. So he just got back out here last week. Yeah, it took him like a year to get back out here. He lives up the street, but he came back out here and helped me get those stumps. Well, he pulled them up last year, but he moved them out the way from me last week. So I just came out here, got the tractor, got the harrow attached to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and plow this up. Now usually I only plant from where this camera is to like right here, but that was because there were so many other pines and things out here. But now we're gonna make this food plot a little bit bigger this year. I'm still gonna do wheat and oats because the deer seem to love it. So I'm not gonna change anything up with that. I'm just gonna add more of it. So what we have here is wheat and oats. Each one of those bags is 50 pounds. And then here we have lime and fertilizer. So I'm out here by myself, so it's probably gonna take me a while because I'm doing this by hand. But you guys see what I got going on. So we're burning daylight, so I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on this tractor, plow it up, get all this stuff thrown out. And actually, when I was pulling up on the tractor, there was 6 turkeys out here. Now I might have to talk about that in a whole nother video, but because I've been doing some trapping out here, all of a sudden, I'm starting to see turkeys back here. Like when I was younger, man, this was probably like 15 years ago, there would be tons of turkeys out here. But then all of a sudden, they all disappeared. Didn't see any for like years and years. But I started trapping, getting rid of some coyotes, raccoons, stuff like that. Now all of a sudden the turkeys are coming back. So I wish I had my camera like in a pack so I couldn't get it out. But the 6 turkeys were out here in this field. And then they walked into the woods over here. It's like a path that goes back through the woods over there. I'm gonna try to open it back up. But that's a whole nother project, story for another day. So let me go ahead, hop on this tractor, get the plowing. Check back in with you guys in just a second. All right, y'all. got the spot planted. Took me way longer than I was anticipating, but got it all planted. Got the wheats and the oats out there, lime, fertilizer. But while I was out here planting everything, I kind of came up with the idea I'm gonna save some of this fertilizer and lime in this one bag of wheat right here. I think I'm gonna take that and plant it back in the woods where my other stand is. Like the stand where I do a lot of the videos where it's like just an open shooting lane. And I've killed several deer in that stand. But I think that's almost a genius idea to plant that wheat back in there right next to that bedding area where my feeder is. So in that spot, it'll be bedding, a feeder, and wheat growing right there. I think that'll be a genius idea. So it's we're supposed to have some cooler temperatures this weekend. So I will probably hunt that stand this weekend. And I think Friday is supposed to rain. So I'll probably hunt in the pasture if it's like light raining and not too bad. But I definitely keep you guys updated on all of that stuff. So the current plan right now is just keep hunting. I've seen several bucks on my cams this season. It's 2 on my hit list right now. It's a 10-point and a big 8-point. So if I see either one of those, I'm gonna try to get them. But the plan right now is Sunday evening after I get out the stand, I'm gonna take the tractor down there and plant that wheat. So keep you guys up to date on all of that. What's going on, YouTube? I just wanted to give you guys a quick update of my deer season. It is December now, and those plots that I planted back in October, they came up pretty good. Deer have been hammering them, so I think it was a pretty good job with those plots. I think maybe going forward next year, I might try to add some clover or something to those plots just to give them a little more tonnage so the deer have more to eat. But for right now, it's working out perfectly fine. Like, the deer have been killing those plots. The one that I planted in the bottom, I call that spot the bottom back there, where it's like that path. I planted back there, and that spot has just been, it's been going crazy. The deer have been killing that one, like every evening. I've been seeing a lot of bucks this year. But if you guys been, if you saw my previous video, you know it's a 10-point that's been out here that I've been looking for, and it just hasn't panned out. Like, I've been going the whole season trying to get that 10-pointer. I've got pictures of him at night, but I don't have a single picture of him in daylight. So I'm not throwing in the towel, but if he's not in front of my cameras during the daylight, he's not gonna be there, you know, when I'm in the stand, more likely than not. So like I say, it is December now, so I think we're gonna start to focus on trying to harvest a doe. But let me go back to with the 10-point. Well, just bucks in general. I've been seeing some pretty good bucks this year. More bucks than I've ever seen in a deer season. So that's like a plus. But I've decided, like, on this piece of land over here that I'm hunting on, I only want to get that 10-point as far as a buck goes. So there's a really nice 8-point, tall 8-point that's been out here. And I've seen that buck, I think, 4 times this season, which is unheard of to me. Because usually I see a buck like that once a season. Like, that's it. But this tall 8-point, I'm not sure what's going on. I've seen him 4 different times. 3 times in the bottom, I've seen him. And I've seen him once right over here in this the field where I planted the other stuff. I don't know. It's been crazy. But I've just decided I'm not going to take that deer, and hopefully he'll make it to next season, and then he'll probably be added to the hit list. I've seen the tall 8, I seen a nice 6-pointer. I seen another 8-point. This 6-point was actually in this plot too. So I like throw some clips of all of them bucks in here. Probably a couple clips of does over there eating and all that good stuff. But it's crazy how that works out. Like I have a hit list buck that 10-point that's been out here, and he's nowhere to be found. So all the other bucks, I decided I didn't want to take any of them. And I've seen, like, from my trail camera that's over here on this particular piece of property, I think I've seen almost every buck in person that's been on my cameras except for that 10-point. So, you know, I guess the ones that get that old, they've got it figured out. So, like I say, I'm not hanging it up just yet, trying to see if we're going to get them, but starting to go in the other direction. I think we're going to try to tag a doe or two and see how that pans out. But speaking of that, I went Wednesday. It's Sunday right now and I'm filming this, but I went this past Wednesday and I missed a doe. It's been one of those seasons. This is the first deer that I've shot at with my rifle and I missed. And I was trying to hold it freehand. That's probably why I missed. Never do that again. I'm gonna have something to rest on, but I tried to hold a gun freehand, shot right under. First time I ever missed a deer. 2020 has been trash. So after that happened, I started practicing again, trying to make sure everything was right with my scope, and it was. Everything was still set. So I know it was just me trying to free hold the gun in the stand. I probably flinched, but what can you do? You can't cry over spilled milk. I mean, you can, but we're not going to. We're gonna keep pushing forward. I'm probably gonna go this evening and try to get a doe. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out. And let me see. I'm gonna be bringing you guys some videos of some of those hunts. I'm gonna piece them together, show you guys what I've got going on out here. And at the pond, I know it's kind of random, but at the pond, a big hog showed up. And it's not too often that we get a hog on one of our trail cameras here, because it's hogs in South Carolina. It's hogs not too far from where I am, but on our particular properties, I never get pictures of hogs, never see them. But at the pond down there, that's where I used to do those duck hunts and some of my turkey hunts. A huge boar showed up down there, and he just popped up in the middle of this season. So I went down there a couple nights trying to see if we could get him, but that didn't pan out either. So then, after I stopped going trying to get the hog and coming back over here, still trying to get the 10-point that was over here, a whole nother 10-point showed up at the pond, and he is huge. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna try to tag a doe or two here on this property, and maybe a couple mornings we'll go sit at the pond to see if we can't see that huge 10-point. Gotta adapt and try different things, but if I don't get the 10-point that's here or the 10-point at the pond, I don't know. Maybe we'll try something different for next season. See how it goes. I'm planning to try to get some work done on the land out here. I want to clear some of the land back here and open it up a little bit more. Not a clear cut, but just thin it a little bit. Maybe do some prescribed fire. I've been doing some research on some things, trying to get some help to work on this land stuff. It's kind of hard to find the right people. And I'm also thinking about seeing if I can't get with somebody that can help me plant these food plots, like somebody that's more knowledgeable about planting stuff for the deer, because that's just another plan that I have going forward. I want to try to plant maybe, I don't know, soybeans, clover, brassicas, or whatever those things are called. I want to try something different, see if I can't get something to help my deer grow bigger, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, like I said, right now I think we're just gonna focus on tagging a doe or two over here, and we'll go and see if we can run across that Big 10 before the season runs out. But it is, if I'm correct. I believe it is December 6th right now. And deer season ends January 1st. So we're gonna see what happens. And once it ends, I think I'm gonna start trapping. Been getting a ton of coyotes out here on my trail cams. Ton of raccoons, stuff like that. We're gonna see if we can catch some coyotes, catch some raccoons. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. So I ain't gonna bore you guys with that. There'll be some trapping videos coming up soon with all of that. As soon as deer season ends. So just stay tuned. But until next time, good luck to everybody out there that's hunting deer. I hope you're having a better season than I am, because it's been rough. Good luck to everybody that's out there after them. Check in with you guys later. Peace.